Well, you feel stuck. It's hard for you right now to go forward. You don't feel the freedom. You don't feel the energy that you should be experiencing in your life. What do you do in a situation like that? What should you do, and what shouldn't you be doing? Let's take a few minutes and discuss this topic here, because there's definitely one thing that you don't want to focus on. It's, oh man, I hope that the sun doesn't get all in me. I'm doing my best here. It's a privilege and an honor to be here with you over the next few minutes. Santos Rolon Jr., aka Soldier of Self-Mastery here, certified Victory Life Coach. If you benefit, if you enjoy this video, please share this video with somebody that you care about and leave a comment. Remember to soldier scribe and a thumbs up. So you're feeling depressed, you know, what are you doing? What are you doing daily? Because that also plays a big part in what you're experiencing every single day. If you feel like if you don't, there's a wall, there's either a wall there in front of you, or there's a wall that you've placed on your mind. Something, either you placed it or something outside of you. It could be that wall that we're talking about here, physically. What do you do? What should you do? What should you be doing in a situation like this? What should you be doing in a situation like this? Maybe you can go back and remember something that you've gone through in the past. This is a good point to look back. It's not good to try to drive a car and look in the rearview mirror. Imagine driving a car while you're looking in the rearview mirror. That's how most people live today. That's why they're not really going forward. It doesn't feel good. It's not pleasant. It's very, very, it's very depressing. It robs you of your energy when you just don't feel like anything's working. You know what most people do in this situation when they encounter what you might be experiencing right now? I'm experiencing it also. Most people panic. Most people panic. They're not going to tell you that a lot of people are trying to hide it. A lot of people are trying to hide it, but then there's a lot of people that can't hide it because you can see it. You can feel it when you get around certain people. You can feel that something's wrong. And we all have challenges. We all have these experiences where we are all going through stuff, but here's the thing. There's things that we must not do. There's things that we should be doing. Panic. What happens when you panic? If you've ever had a panic attack, I've had them. They're not pleasant. I don't even like to think about them. I have control over my mind today. A person that feels stuck, if you feel stuck, if you don't feel like you're going, and yet you're working, you're doing something, right? It could be that whatever you're doing is not benefiting you. It could be that whatever it is that you're doing is not benefiting you. It could actually be destroying you. You could be toiling, you could be laboring, you could be going here and there. And that could be destroying your life. And maybe right now you feel stuck. Could this be an opportunity for you? Panic is not going to help you. And I would hope that you're not panicking. If you are, I'm glad that you caught this video. We're just going to be here for another few more minutes, and I hope that we can come to a good understanding of what is available. You know, what should be our focus? What can be your focus? But obviously we know that panic is not, the opposite is faith. This is what we ought to be doing right now in this moment in time. We ought to be seeking faith. We ought to be, I believe in prayer. I believe in reading the Proverbs. I call the Bible the Proverbs. You have to make changes. You have to do some things. You have to do some things differently if what you're doing is not working for you. You have to ask, you have the solutions. What if you sat down with a piece of paper and pen and you started asking yourself some really good questions about the situation that you're in? Not why you're there. You probably know why you're there. But what can you do in that situation? What can you do? You know, obviously, is there something that you can do? Do you believe there is something that you can do? There's opportunity in every situation that we have, that we experience. There's opportunity in all of these situations. Sometimes it's difficult to find the opportunity in an experience, right? I mean, if somebody dies, you have a death, a family member that passes away. We don't like to think about that, but there's an opportunity and there's a blessing in that. So right now we're all going through this COVID-19. Just about everybody is experiencing this. And a lot of people are stuck. A lot of people are having a hard time right now stepping over. A lot of people are having a difficult time stepping into the water and go. They don't want to go swimming. The water's really nice. The temperature, it's beautiful weather. But people don't even want to put their shoe in the water, right? Never mind the toe. Hopefully I'm making some sense here. I'm not trying to make light of the situation because it's hard. I mean, this hits me hard sometimes. It does. It hits me hard sometimes. And I'm going to share with you 3 things that I do that really help me. They really help me just get focused. They help me get my bearing back on, because sometimes you get thrown off balance. Are you with me? I want to thank you for hanging out with me. You're a trooper, man. 10 minutes. Look at this. I could have made 2 videos, but instead I'm just going to keep this one because I'm really enjoying this. It's benefiting me. Number one of the first things that I focus on is on my speech. If I ever feel a panic coming on or something like that, like it's just something big, I'm experiencing life, immediately I focus on what I'm saying. Because if I start saying negative things, if I start confessing the problem, and that's not going to help me. I've already been through this. I know it. So I really focus on what comes out of my mouth at that point. Whenever I go through something that kind of shocks me a little bit, you know. And maybe you can benefit from something like this too. We're going to end here pretty soon. Number 2, I look for opportunities to back up. I look for opportunities. I look for like a crutch. I look for things, right, that could help me focus on my speech. I don't know if that makes sense. I work on my speech to keep it positive as much as possible, right? I want to do that all the time, 24/7. Sometimes you got to really turn the power up. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go through experiences, man, where you got to turn the power up. And I talk about this thing called mind mouth power, MMPC, and I'm not going to get into that, but just share, you know, this part of what I'm sharing with you, or a major part of what I'm sharing with you in this video, is mind mouth power connection, MMPC. So I look for things to back up my speech. Accountability. Maybe I say things to other people to kind of hold myself accountable to what I'm saying, if that makes sense. And then number 3, I get busy. I look for ways to serve people. I look for ways to serve other people, because I don't feel fulfilled if I'm not doing something. If I'm not working on a video, if I'm not teaching a lesson, if I'm not writing, if I'm not journaling, I got to be doing something for somebody else. That's what really, it's a habit. I mean, is it a bad habit? Right, really, I don't feel fulfilled until I'm doing something for somebody else. When I know that I'm motivating, inspiring, or lifting somebody else up somewhere, that's what really moves me. It's bigger than money. So those are the 3 things that I'm going to end here, man. This video is a long video, so again, share the video if you enjoy it. Watch it again, take some notes, leave a comment, I'll respond. And visit soldiersofselfmastery.com, and you can team up with me, and you can see the work that I'm doing, the labor of love. Coach Cephas is working with me from Nigeria, all the way from Nigeria. And we've got a podcast, we've got books, we've got merchandise, all kinds of great things happening. It's been a privilege and an honor. Man, I'm all stuffed up. Allergies. I'll see you at the top on the inside on my very next one. I salute you, and you're a trooper for hanging out with me.